Hi there, welcome. Let's talk about dividing fractions. The I can statement is I can represent division of a unit fraction by a non-zero whole number and a whole number by a unit fraction in a variety of ways to solve real-world problems. So let's take a look at the example on top. Divide a whole number by a fraction. And my problem here is 2 divided by 1/4. So here I have my 2, and then I've divided into 2 whole pieces. And each of those 1 wholes is divided into 4/4. So I have 1, 2, 3, 4/4 in that 1 whole. 1, 2, 3, 4/4 in that 1 whole for a total of 8 1/4 pieces. Now let's go back to our equation, and I'm going to show you how to solve it without a visual model. 2 divided by 1/4 is the same as 2 times 4/1. So what happens is I take this division and I change it to multiplication, and then I flip my divisor. So what was 2 divided by 1/4 becomes 2 times 4. 2 times 4/1. So when I go to solve that, 2 times 4/1, I can put 2/1 without changing the value. 2 times 4 is 8. 1 times 1 is 1. 8/1 is the same as 8. Okay, let's take a look at the second example. 1/4 divided by 3. So now I'm dividing a fraction by a whole number. So the first thing you want to do is to draw out your whole. The 1 whole piece is this rectangle right here. And then I have to divide it into fourths, which I've done here. 1, 2, 3, 4 pieces, right? Because I want to isolate the 4th that I'm using in my equation. So now I have to divide that by 3. So I'm going to divide my whole piece. My 1 whole is going to be divided into thirds. But notice, this is really the section I'm talking about, but I'm going to extend this way to show you that it really affects the entire thing. And there's a reason why you need to know that, because now let's look at how many pieces I've created in the whole. Even though I'm only really focusing on this section for my equation, I need to acknowledge that I've divided my whole into pieces, equal pieces. So now let's count the pieces. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. So go over to your answer here to our equation, and you'll notice the number 12. Okay, that's because I've divided this 1 whole, this 1 big rectangle has been divided into 12 equal pieces. So I'm now talking about twelfths. And this 1/4 piece has been divided into thirds, as has my entire whole. And the 1 piece I'm talking about, one of those is right here. So this is a picture of 1/4 divided by 3. I have my 1/4, I've divided it into 3 parts, and the value of this piece down here that's shaded yellow is 1/12. So now let's look at the equation. 1/4 divided by 3 is the same as saying 1/4 times 1/3. I can look at 3 as 3/1, and I flipped it. It's now 1/3, or 1/3. So solve with multiplication. 1 times 1 is 1, 4 times 3 is 12, and your answer is 1/12. Go ahead and try the practice problems. When you're finished, scan the QR code at the bottom and we'll go over them.